It was gamer. How are you, bro? तो ना उधर नहीं आवाज ಏನು ತೆಗ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು ಕೇಳೋದು तो ना ମାନେ viewers ଶୁଣିବେ ତ ଭାଇ ଠିକ ନାଇଁ ମାଇକ୍ ଟା ମଝି ମଝିରେ ଅଫ୍ ହେଇଯାଉଛି ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ତା ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଆମର ମାଇକ୍ ରେ ଅଛି ଆମର ହେଡଫୋନ୍ କିଏ ସେଦିନ ମାତ୍ର କିଏ ଆଇଲେ ରେ ମାତ୍ର ସେ ବୋଧେ ସେଦିନ ବୋଧେ 12ଟାରେ ବୋଧେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିଥିଲି
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as
12ଟାରେ
these two
ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କଲେ
sides
ବୋଧେ
get
ଠିକ
ready to lock horns. This is football
ଆଉ
at
ଦିଅ
its
ବୋଲେ
finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
It's more a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his...
It's Bale! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Plays it across. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Dembele. That's going to go a long way. Portugal have it back and can go again. Park Ji-sung's climbs up. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Shifted it to the flank. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling.
Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Kukçu with the short one. Cafu. He's found a way past. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. And it's Bale. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Knocks it into space. So we're still where we started right now.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He has found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Park Ji-sung, and he was quick to react. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Raul. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Elise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Raul. Alonso. Park Ji-sung. Shevchenko. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
lag on the streams.
Searching pass he's played there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Portugal have themselves a chance from the spot to open the scoring.
Yes.
And he's buried it! 1-0. Not a twitch,
Quality
not
isn't
a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Quality
That'll
देखो.
be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Oh, what a
And we
terrific
come to you
45
now with a
minutes,
quick
all
request
triggered
for
by a
support from our
helter-skelter
charity fund,
tempo that
Chance
has,
in Football.
you know, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Substitutions taking place.
Portugal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. It's Bale! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Boleh. Berwasa boleh saya. Pemain boleh kan.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No.
Right
This thing I want.
well to emerge with the
The
ball.
Dingo's stream.
That's a contest to keep an eye on. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rodri. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is them. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Portugal have their second corner now. It's a mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He is through here!
Aduh bro.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
కొత్త వాళ్ళకి సార్ పెద్దవుడు పోవచ్చు సమస్తే
Substitution in progress.
ఇది కొత్త వాళ్ళకి పోవచ్చు అలా వాయిస్ ठीक అవును ఒబ్బరు పల్లి అయినా గిరిగిరి వస్తూ సౌండ్
Bangladesh
It is
really
correct.
might just end up kicking themselves
Irritating
after
for him.
that. That could well have been it.
Oh, it's Dembele. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. That's the keeper's ball. More and more pressure on the ball here. Portugal still ahead by the game's only goal. That has been cut short.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Substitution.
Dembele.
Not
Again, there's no way through. And he's managed to get free. Very much into the last knockings.
There will be 3 minutes added
Mbappe
time.
powering forward here. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! Xabi Alonso gets good distance on it. That's the end. Portugal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Bale taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
सर टीवी साउंड डाउन होता है चेक करो सुनो टीवी साउंड डाउन होता है चेक करो फैन साउंड वगैरह डाउन होता है स्विच करो इसको मेक को ट्राई करो
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. The action has already started. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team, and then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
Let's a look and place it forward. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looking for options for movement. Hangs in a cross. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the most significant moment of the game. And that's a poor penalty.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Raul. Olise. Oh, cracking ball. It's Bale! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Still goalless at the moment. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Van de Ven attempts a clearance. In comes the corner. And we have our very first corner.
Inshallah.
Target. In he goes again. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Big chance! Oh, that wasn't far away. Olise. Portugal finding their passes. Spread out to the left. That's an excellent interception. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. He has found the way through. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And this is Bale. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Olise.
There will be
Lovely
1
feet.
minute added time.
Olise! Just not quite happening for it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Roberto Carlos. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a brilliant interception. Tries to get it clear.
The attendance for this match was 96,026.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 13.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
20.
There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Number 10,
Mbappe.
Youth. Number 9,
It is
Neymar.
still anyone's game,
Number
0-0.
5, Erling Haaland. Substitution.
Thuram battling down that right flank. Can he get it through? Saliba spots it and intercepts.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Neymar. And here's Mbappe. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, smashing header! He has done it! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive. Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball in front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Ambitious ball here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Xavi Alonso taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Stands located by the gates.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Portugal definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle. Something they jumped onto nice and early and continuously exploited.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long if he's...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
He went for the corner.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Elise. Dembele. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Lewandowski. That is good alertness. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And no, he's seen through all of that. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's a key interception. Chiellini. Raul. Now it's Bale. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And there's green grass ahead of him. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Olise delivers. Big header! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And now he has two. Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And it's De Bruyne. Knocks it out wide. Passing nice and neat. Olise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Royce. And here's Cantona. He's going for goal. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Bale. And it's Park Ji-sung. He's found the way through. And the finish!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Tries to play it through. Baresi. And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Portugal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. So I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break.
I'm sure
the same
they will make
focus
fine
again.
souvenirs.
Portugal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Robert Lewandowski.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Number 9, Mbappe.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard. Now it's Olise. Olise is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cantona! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Saliba. Now Howson. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, some tackle that. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, shooting chance! And that is quite wonderful! He's got himself an absolute peach. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the...
And the shot! And it's come back out to him. He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Olise. Oh, well measured. Cantona is on his shot, surely! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution for Como. Number 17, De Bruyne.
So, time for
Number
changes
6,
on both sides, actually.
Coming on
So
the
we
field,
have a breakthrough.
number
Now, how will
18,
things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's in a great position here. That has been cut short.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Neymar. Is there any support? He chance for a shot! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
It's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So all square with almost no time remaining. And time is up. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here.
Please
Perhaps
take this
one team might
opportunity to
be
pay a
happier,
visit to our
but
official
at the
store
final
with
reckoning...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defence.
And Berbatov! Dimitar Berbatov! Brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. This is Dembele. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Bale.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with... Roll! What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that. Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Big header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Nicely aimed pass. Good pressure, determined, intense. Deftly away. And he's only too happy to take that back. They're urging him to shoot. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Berbatov. Park Ji-sung defending his corner stubbornly. Takes a shot! Olise. More and more pressure on the ball here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Dembele. Schneider. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There will be 1 minute added
And
time.
the shot! Oh no, what has happened here? Moment. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick
Yeah, you don't get
reminder
any
today
points
to
for
please
stating
take
the obvious,
all
Peter,
the
but
bins
thankfully
located
this is
by
still
the
very
entrance gates.
savable.
Thank
Keep
you
things
very
simple,
much for your
keep the
cooperation.
intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's a promising position. And that has been clubbed away. Saliba. And here's Bale. Now it's Olise. Some good work on the right flank here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Berbatov.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That's Raul. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung's cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And he's managed to get rid. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
And the finish!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look. A great chance! No mistake! Portugal are level! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly...
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mohamed Salah actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. It's Dembele! Superb from Dembele! A finish right from the top drawer! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things... And he shoots!
Bangladesh really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointments and relief on either side. Nothing doing. And that is out of play. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Raul. Raul! And that's caused a worry or two.
Raul just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Now, can they get him away? And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Portugal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of
Dembele
anybody
voted
who has
man
found
of the
themselves
match,
a little
and
lost
deservedly
today.
so.
Please look at the screen for information on how to
How
find
will
your
we
way
look back
around
on that?
this stadium.
What a game. What a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage. It was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game and you go for it.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Portugal against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him,
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Portugal already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
it looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
Substitution for Portugal, number 4.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Neymar! Decent hit from there. Raul. There's a sharp little ball here. Bale! Oh, crossbar! Park Ji-sung. Chance for a shot! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Portugal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Thinks about the shot. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Borussia Dortmund trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Played out towards the right wing. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Quick look, then up he goes! Oh, it's taken a touch. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Baggio. And here's Forlan. It's Forlan! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Picked out brilliantly. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neymar. Portugal have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Roberto Baggio. Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Roberto Baggio really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And it's Forlan. Roberto Baggio. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, well played, well played. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Raul. And they've got a throw.
2 added minutes has been
Oh, he's
indicated.
defended very well against those tricky feet. Rijkaard. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Portugal leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. Portugal carrying a 1-goal lead. Maldini. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Portugal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Portugal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And the shot's on here. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Almost an hour gone. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to...
And the finish! Saliba clears it away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Raul, it's Park Ji-sung. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Mbappe.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Looking for a runner. Nicely worked. And this is Forlan. Could be danger here. Crosses. Big chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 7, Raul.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 8,
Borussia
Messi.
Dortmund go into the lead.
20,
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Mbappe is onto this.
Well, he got rigged because he was under pressure.
Number 24,
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 3 minutes
Official
added
showing that
time.
there will be 3 minutes of added time. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And there's green grass ahead of him. And this is Pele! Pele! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Portugal played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling
Quick
utterly
reminder today,
deflated.
please have your entry tickets at hand.
How do you
as
look
it's
back
time
on the
for-
game? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Portugal.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to clear it. It's a good ball out wide. And now they can spring out of defence. Look at the space here. It's Bale! It's hit the uprights. Goal! Portugal! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be.
Up he goes! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Barcelona have their third corner. They've played it short. Nicely aimed pass. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, it's a great ball here. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through. Chance to deliver.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That pass has been well intercepted. Raul. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Del Piero. Hit into the middle. Oh, what a climb! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, delightful ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's fabulous. Costa Corta. Del Piero.
There will be 3 minutes.
Promising position. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. That's an imaginative pass. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
So once again, we're underway. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that is a little undercooked. Elise driving forwards. Gattuso defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well. Oh, that's ambitious! Dembele being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, easy pickings there. No, that's been intercepted. Toma. So we've reached the hour mark. Decent chance! Loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? And he's falling up! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Good ball, good take. Hoisted in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And they've got a throw. Knocks it into space. Mbappe. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Great chance! No mistake! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona. Oh no, this does not look good. Park Ji-sung. It's Xabi Alonso. It's a threatening ball. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that they're... Oh, he's been caught napping! And the shot! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Portugal played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty prompt. It's Dembele! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adams. Can he get on the end of this? Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bale. And he's managed to gift it back.
Olise.
It's Park Ji-sung. Now Van de Ven. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. And that's gone loose. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Olise. Portugal are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Xavi Alonso. It's come to nothing.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Raul. Now it's Olise. Oh, that's tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dembele is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bullish header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Park Ji-sung is always looking to play quality balls. And this is Bale. Olise really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. That pass isn't the best. Pepe. No, that's been intercepted. Olise. Olise. Driving through the middle. Takes on his marker. Olise! And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0. I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Great ball, and he's in here. There's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the...
He's tried one! Oh, it's hit the post! Nicked it back promptly. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's managed to get free. Chance, surely! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
And he's had it nicked away. Portugal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Can he get it through? That pass just didn't quite work. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Park Ji-sung, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Olise. Quality ball. Xavi Alonso. Played out to the right. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he's being shifted off it. That has been cut short. Nicely shaped ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, it's Dembele.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Good pressure, determined, intense. Pepe gets good distance on it.
Substitution for Portugal, number 7, Raul, number 18, Dembele, number
Skims
20,
one in.
Bale.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Number 15,
He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
number 11,
Decent enough try.
Substitutions taking place.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Cleared without complication.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Azar. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Neymar. And that will be the final act. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Well, what are your thoughts on... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Portugal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Philip Lahm, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player.
Roll! Superb goal! Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage great chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Park Ji-sung, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's definitely not his best. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Pelé. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Dembele. Nice control. Raul. Now the cross. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now that looks a decent ball. A lot of space ahead of him. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's played forward. Now it's Raul. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
He's got away. Park Ji-sung. Portugal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Such good technique.
Roberto Carlos. There's the... Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net! Barcelona are back in business! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch.
Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Two added minutes has been
Beckenbauer
indicated.
does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Adams wins the duel this time. And here's Raul. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And now, please
It's been a
turn
decent
towards the
45
screen
minutes.
for a
Competitive,
special
certainly, and a
presentation
goal
featuring
each.
our guest performers today.
And that's the second half started. Elise. Raul. It's Raul! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Portugal with another corner. Corner number 2 then. Chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Messi. Lahm. Some good work on the right flank here. Aimed in. Can he finish? Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory!
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more and with momentum.
That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on the ball until the last possible moment and then smash. No stopping that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Now it's Bale. Closing in on goal. Lahm.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Messi. And he's managed to get free. Terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a good-looking delivery. Oh, there's a probing ball, and it's Lam. Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 4.
We have got
Messi.
changes here from
Number
both sides, in
7,
fact.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 11. Pele.
And here's Neymar.
Number 25.
Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice
Coming
passing.
on the field. Number
Keep calm
18,
and carry on.
Bale.
That's the job in a nutshell
Number
now.
21. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 5. Johan Cruyff. Number
Alonso,
20.
good ball, good
Vieira.
take.
Substitution in
Well, he
progress.
certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Taken back almost at once. Now it's Aubameyang. And he's there to get it away. Neymar. Well, that is one way
There
to
will be
stop
3
him.
minutes added
And he's
time.
there to make the challenge.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
And we come to you now
After
with
all
a
of
quick
that, Jim,
request
what are you
for
thinking?
support for our
Portugal
World
never
Charity
quite
Fund.
got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition. Shocking, really.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Legend, title winner, in some sense a trendsetter. Claude Makelele was certainly all of those things. In his first season in English football, his team won the league with what was back then a record number of wins. It's Raul!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's Raul. Rui Costa gets into a good position.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Chance! Harmlessly behind.
Xavi Alonso.
Rice. Now it's Forlan. And the through ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. He's on it, can he get away? And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that has fair fizzed. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Saliba. So we're still where we started right now. Raul. Raul charging forward, the ball at his feet. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely feet. And here's Rui Costa. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Forlan considers his options.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
It's Rui Costa. Chance, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Greenish. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And he shoots! It's in! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Gets his head on it! He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Added time.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And the first half is done. Portugal are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Chance for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Olise is one whose deliveries we all know about. Tries to get it clear.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Nicked with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Portugal have their second corner now. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's straight offside.
Portugal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Now he's off and running. Forlan takes control of it and he's on the move. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was all...
Takes a shot! He's got a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Picked out brilliantly. Looking to play him in. That's going to go a long way. And smartly reclaimed. Now there's a fine ball. This is Dembele. And the shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 86 minutes is
Portugal take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Oh, good ball. There's the shot!
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Dembele. Another pass just keeps it ticking. Bale! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Dembele! Rice. Rui Costa. Chance here to counter. Saliba makes the interception. And that's that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Dembele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody,
gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Saliba makes the interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, robust challenge. Olise had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was... Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! About as smooth as it gets. First blood drawn. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone
Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go and bet.
Takes a shot! And we have our very first corner. That should get the job done. Goes for the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious. That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Portugal have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Owen. Oh, some tackle that. No foul, says the referee. And this is Bale, and he's got the beating of his man. And the finish! Koundé attempts a clearance. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's clever. That is a crunching tackle. It's a mighty effort. No, he didn't quite meet it right. He's having a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Owen. Nicely shaped ball. Pass is just off target. And it's half-time here. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Portugal really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Park Ji-sung elects to cross. Leicester getting this one clear. Raul looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
That's going to go a long way. And here's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Raul.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's there to get it away. It's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 20, Bale. Number 7, Raul. Number 18,
Olise! In he goes again! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Passing nice and neat. There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's had it nicked away. That's a good ball. Shot could be on. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. It's level again. What a match we have.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Now it's Mbappe. Olise is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Neymar. No outsmarting him this time. And the referee brings it to a close. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.
Just a quick
So
reminder
Jim,
today,
how do you reflect
please
on
refrain
what we've
from
seen?
parking
Portugal
outside
can
this
always
stadium.
take more
Thank
positives
you very
from a
much for your
result like this.
cooperation.
Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening.
today's
The skies
match.
are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely... It's loose, and there's a race for... Oh, he's been caught napping! Across the quarter. It's a good spell possession, this. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get it through? Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Hullet. Just eases him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Hullet?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Hullet. Crunching tackle. Oh, it's come loose. And he's gone backward here. Threads one in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ronaldinho. Now it's Hullet. Davids. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Portugal are looking to go forward now.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Olise! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
And here's Raul.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Del Piero. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And it's Hullet. Now it's Ronaldinho, and he's got the beating of his man. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, that was vital. Shifted it to the flank. Raul. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker.
Oh, it's a foul there, right on the edge of the box. Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here. This for the lead.
There will be.
And he's buried it! 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got a tone.
He's tried one! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time! And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Portugal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Portugal are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are already promptly back underway. And this is Bale. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Del Piero, looking for the run. And Hullet! No mistake! The second half off to a spectacular start. Hullet at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Chance! They've scored! Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, he's been caught napping. Real, and the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Picked out brilliantly. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. That's a cute ball. It's Lewandowski! It's off target and by quite a way. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that could set him on his way. Shoots! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
That's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space. And a player of his quality is highly unlikely to miss that.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Corner given.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Kubo. Look at the space here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So Dida between the sticks for this one. Widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The Big Easy. For me, there was indeed a time in his career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his unless you're quite special.
Xavi Alonso, and he was quick to react. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And here's Forlan, and he's had a hit! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish of true class! Barcelona are in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Takes a shot! Kubo is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him.
Might want to be careful there.
Cantona unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rui Costa going face to face with his great rival. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Raul is herring after that one. Bale, great ball, and he's in here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Cantona. Rijkaard. Park Ji-sung.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's worked it through. Oh, just skips past his man. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Dembele. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's found a way through. They've won a corner. Corner number 2 then. Deftly away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung! He's got a goal! They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Park Ji-sung, and he's in on goal. Dembele! Now, who's going to be... Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Good challenge, excellent challenge. That has been cut short. Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Knocks it into space. Kubo. Saliba makes the interception. Olise really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to...
He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your
It's Raul! Oh, that could cost them.
Raul really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Olise goes short.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a foul in a dangerous area. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Olise having a look. Portugal get their fourth corner. Pedri tries to clear. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Kubo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And there's green grass ahead of him.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Van de Ven. Raul. And it's been played through.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Kubo. Now it's Forlan. Chance here to counter. Oh, some tackle that. Olise is always looking to play quality balls. Portugal could have here their final chance.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
They've played it short. Park Ji-sung. And that's it. Portugal were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it's hard not to like Fofana, Peter, who's starting to look every bit of the modern defender. I mean, never mind his physical prowess, we all know about that, but his positional sense, his reading of the game, his ability now to distribute the ball out of defence, that's all very, very strong again.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Olise. Back into the middle. And this is Dembele. Chance here to counter. Nicely shaped ball. And he's not played the ball, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And it's hoisted clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Rashford crosses. A header! It's there! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Number 12, Marco
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh no, what has happened here? Turns and goes back. Rashford. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Cross into the... He's got it all! It's in! Portugal are level! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Portugal, after 34
Portugal
minutes,
grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half-time getting close now. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Van de Ven. It's Park Ji-sung. Van de Ven was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Played in deep, punched away. And it's half-time here. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change.
Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Van de Ven gets it away. And here's Van Basten. Bale. Rashford knocks it into space. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Out of play for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Well, there's a probing ball. Park Ji-sung. Passing is crisp and sharp. Portugal have it back and can go again. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He can get that clear. And here's Dembele. Oh, he's bustling through here. Can he finish? That's another chance. Goal, Portugal! And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Portugal go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Corner number 2 then. And they've got rid. And there's the shot! That's surely a foul, free kick. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Sensational from Rashford! He's got himself an absolute peach. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Nichols his way through. Pings in across. Point-blank header! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Elise into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Raul. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. He has a look up.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time
There
for
will
them
be
to
5
try
minutes
again.
added time.
And this is Raul. It's Raul! He's got away with one there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Dembele wins the duel this time. Xabi Alonso. Bernal. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Gakpo. And he's got the beating of his man. Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. It's a testing moment, this. He has to stop it this time. That is some save from Khan! The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. Decent game of football.
Inshallah. Shoo.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
So I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bale has it in a wide position. No foul, says the referee. And he can clear it away. Xavi Alonso, lovely pass, but can he get there? He is just caressing the ball. Bremer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Saliba. Nice looking ball. Floated through. Oh, super ball. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or...
Shot a goal! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Portugal are behind here despite their domination of possession. Good looking ball. Mamouche.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a promising position. Bremer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He has found the way through. Played in. Big header! Oh, crossbar! Oh, taken with style! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bremer with the clearance. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Rijkaard. Now there's a fine goal! Goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Portugal get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And that has left him in a heap. He's shifting through the gears here. He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Raul. He's in a great position here. That is a great pick out. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
This has become one soup. Oh no, what has happened here? And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! And that'll be the last act of the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself to it.
Chance! He scores! What remarkable power!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. Well, oh, he's been caught napping. Dembele. Park-Ji-sung. Oh, he's onto this. Shot could be on. Fernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Baturina. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's taking no chances there. He's gone for goal. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not? He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. That comes as a mighty relief. Now he's off and running. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Threads one in. That looks a cracking ball. And he was quick to react.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Roll! He scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Not the most accurate pass. We are into overtime. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
All hands on deck for this one. DiMarco goes short. Here comes the cross. So that's it. It is all over. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went
I'm
on,
afraid
a
to
draw
tell
was
you that we're
always likely to
expecting
be on the
traffic
card.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Raul gets into some space. Shot a goal! That is delicious! About as smooth as it gets! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Yamal, he has found a way through. Yamal's cross. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. He's shifting through the gears here. Bremer with the slide tackle there. Not much subtlety about that challenge. A nicely aimed pass. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Bale. Stood up well to him there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nicely shaped ball. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. Takes aim and crosses. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Well, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Oh, off the bar! That's really well cleared. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the...
Shot, surely! And that has fair fizzed. Yamal. And this is Bale. Raul unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Raul. Oh, super ball. And the shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting.
Big header! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 18.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here. And this is Park Ji-sung, picked out brilliantly.
Has been indicated.
And a chance! Baturina. And the first half is done. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Portugal are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And he's managed to gift it back. Olise. Fernandez spots it and intercepts. He is through here. It's Rashford! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Barcelona are stuck in a rut and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Park Ji-sung. Ball swap. Header! He scores!
Substitution.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Olise is looking to influence the game from out wide. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Ambitious ball here. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Park Ji-sung. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's bustling through it. Tries a shot! It's in! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Dani Olmo. Olise. And Adams. And it's Rijkaard. And this is Dembele. And he's had it nicked away. Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. Saliba. Olise does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That ball looks a good one. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Olise, who's short.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Raul has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, what has happened here? And time is up. Portugal can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally.
Inshallah. Shoo. Inshallah. Shoo. Inshallah. Shoo.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
Oh, good read.
He read that route.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well read, and the danger is averted. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's a sharp little ball here. Dembele. Sung. It's a searching pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Olise. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Adams gets good distance on it. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good take. There's the header! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Olise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Xavi Alonso, and here's Bale, aimed beyond the defence, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Pires tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide, and that into... And the first 45 minutes are up. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Portugal are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are back on the way. That has been cut short. Beckenbauer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Rijkaard. Park Ji-sung has created one goal already. And it's Messi. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Mbappe and Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with the corner, there first. Pires goes short. He can get that clear. Pires. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Bale. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Pires. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Knocks it into space, and the flag has stayed down. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He is through here, and this is Bale. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Quality ball. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Chance here to counter. It's a promising position. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pires. Pires gets flagged offside.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 15.
So here comes the
Mbappe.
substitution.
Number 11, Johan Cruyff.
And again,
Number
they run up
7,
against stubborn defending. And it's been played through. This is Dembele. Dembele gets through on his own.
Coming on the field.
Denied!
Number
Brilliantly!
97,
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and
Number
he
13,
just attacked the danger.
Number
Spread it
23,
left.
Rashford.
Nicely
Number
weighted
2,
ball. And this is
Marquinhos.
Raul.
Number 24, Desiree.
And time is up. Portugal can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
Just a quick reminder
Bale
today.
picking up
please
the Man of the
refrain
Match
from parking
award,
outside
and no
the stadium.
surprise there.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.